My beloved child, the challenges you are facing are not merely the ordinary difficulties of life. They are not random obstacles that have appeared on your path. Instead, they are steps I have arranged with a clear purpose: to refine you, to purify your soul, and to prepare you for greater things that await ahead. These trials are not just a test of your physical strength or intellect. They are a measure of your loyalty, your patience, and your faith in me. I want to know that even when the skies turn gray and the road ahead is shrouded in thick fog, will you still hold steadfast in your trust in me? Will you still seek me in your darkest hours? Or will you let fear and doubt overtake your heart? You may feel that each step you take grows heavier, and every decision carries an unbearable weight. My child, do not think that I do not see the tears you shed in solitude. Do not think that I do not hear the prayers you whisper in the dark of night. Every prayer, every sigh, every small act of faith is recorded by me. I never overlook the sincere efforts of your heart, no matter how small they may seem in the eyes of the world. To me, they are proof of your loyalty and the love you hold for me. I know your limits, and I will never let a trial surpass what you can bear. When you feel you are at your breaking point, remember that it is in those very moments my power will be revealed most clearly. Remember Job, the righteous man who lost everything, his family, his wealth, his health, in an instant. Job did not understand why he had to endure such suffering, but he never abandoned his faith in me. Surrounded by despair and misguided counsel from his friends, Job remained steadfast in his loyalty, and in the end, I restored him manifold, granting him even more than he had before. My beloved child, let this trial become an opportunity for you to draw closer to me. Do not resist the refining process I have set in motion, but allow it to soften your heart, deepen your faith, and open your soul to receive my love and guidance. When you embrace the trial with humility and obedience, oh my beloved child, I see clearly every silent battle waged within your heart. I feel the waves of doubt rising, trying to seize your mind and shake the foundation of faith you've worked so hard to build. I see the moments of weariness pressing heavily upon your shoulders, making you feel hesitant on this arduous journey. But through all of it, you still choose me. You may have stumbled, you may have hesitated, you may have turned away in a fleeting moment of weakness, but in the end, you return to me. You still lift your head, turn toward my light, and seek comfort in me. That is the deepest essence of the faithfulness I cherish in you. My beloved child, do not let your stumbles convince you that you are not good enough, that you are unworthy of my love. I do not seek perfection in you, for I know you are human, with limitations and weaknesses. But what I long for is an honest heart, a perseverance that does not give up, and a trust in me even when everything becomes unclear. It is when you choose to rise after every fall that you reveal the true strength of your faith. Faith is not about never failing. It is about always returning to me, the one who loves and forgives unconditionally. The challenge you are facing, my child, is not a punishment for you. These are not signs that I have turned my back on you. On the contrary, these challenges are tools I use to strengthen you, to train you to become stronger. I know every one of your limits, and I know exactly what you need to grow and mature in your journey of faith. I do not allow these challenges to come to destroy you, but to help you realize the potential and strength you never knew you possessed. You may wonder why certain doors in your life have closed. Perhaps you had hoped for opportunities, relationships, or plans that you believed would bring happiness and success, but then they crumbled before your eyes. You feel loss, disappointment, and sometimes question whether I truly hear your prayers. My child, know that no door closes without reason. I have allowed some doors to close not because I want to hurt you, but because I am protecting you from things you cannot see right now. The relationships that have faded, the people who have left your life, are not punishments or failures. I know how your heart was attached to and hoped in those relationships. But there are people, there are connections that do not belong to your long-term journey. I have removed them from your life to make way for the right people and relationships that better align with the purpose I have for you. Trust that anyone who leaves creates space for greater blessings that I will bring. My beloved child, the plans you made, the dreams you cherished may not have come true in the way you expected. You may feel as if everything is falling apart beneath your feet, and you do not understand why your efforts have not borne fruit. But my child, remember that your plans do not always align with mine. The delays you face are not rejections, but divine detours to bring you closer to my perfect will. Think of the Israelites when they were led out of Egypt. They expected a short and easy journey to the Promised Land, but they had to wander the wilderness for 40 years. In their eyes, it was an inexplicable delay, but in my eyes, it was a necessary journey to refine them, to teach them to trust me in all circumstances. Likewise, your journey may be longer and harder than you expect, but it is the necessary path for you to become the person I destined you to be before you were born. My child, let these challenges become precious lessons for your soul. Do not let them make you bitter or disappointed, but let them teach you perseverance, faith, and humility. When you learn to let go of what does not belong to you and trust completely in my guidance, you will find a peace that no circumstance can take away. I know what is best for you, and I will never abandon the good work I have begun in you. My beloved, believe that every challenge you face has a purpose. They are not random or meaningless, but part of the grand plan I have destined for your life. The tears you shed today will become the water that nourishes the seeds of faith and hope. And one day soon, you will look back and see that everything you have gone through has shaped you into the strong, resilient, and blessed person you are today. You do not need to understand everything to trust me. Faith does not require you to see the path ahead clearly, but demands that you believe I know the way and will guide you step by step. Let your faith rise above your doubts and fears. When you hold firm to your faith in the hardest times, that is when you reflect my light most clearly. I want you to pause for a moment and look back on the journey you've just walked through. I want you to know that you've overcome not because you were flawless, not because you did everything perfectly, but because you chose to remain in me. You chose to hold on to me when everything around you became blurred and uncertain. You placed your trust in me when you couldn't understand why the trials came, and it was that faithfulness, that perseverance in not turning away from me during the storm, that brought you victory. You may not fully realize all the changes that have taken place within you. You may still feel like you're not strong enough, that you've stumbled too many times. But I want you to know that every battle you fought in silence, every moment you chose not to give up, made a difference. Those battles, though unseen by others, have prepared you for a victory that will one day be revealed openly before all. You haven't just overcome the challenges, you have grown through them. Look back at the days when you felt swept up in life's storm, when unanswered questions wore you down, when fears and doubts flooded your mind. But even as you faced those things, you held on to your faith. You may not have understood why I allowed the trials to come, but you still prayed, still sought me in your weakest moments. And that made all the difference. It wasn't your strength that carried you through, but your choice not to let go of your trust in me. You have grown in wisdom. What you've faced were not just physical or emotional challenges. They were valuable lessons, teaching you to see life from my perspective. You've learned that not every closed door is a failure, and not every delay is a denial. You've come to understand that sometimes broken dreams are just stepping stones I used to lead you to greater things. That wisdom didn't come from books or advice from others. It came from the very experiences you walked through, from listening to me and trusting me in every circumstance. You have also grown in perseverance. Perhaps in the past you were quick to give up when faced with difficulty, but now you know that true strength isn't in avoiding challenges, it's in facing them with me. You've learned that perseverance doesn't mean never feeling tired. It means knowing how to rise again after every fall. Every time you chose to keep going, every time you believed that I was still working, even when everything seemed silent, you became stronger, more resilient. More importantly, you have grown in your ability to hear my voice. When life became noisy, when your mind was filled with worries and fears, you learned how to listen for my gentle whisper amid the chaos. You've come to know that I don't just speak to you through grand miracles. I also whisper to you in the quietest moments of your soul. You've learned to discern the sound of my voice from the voice of the enemy trying to sow doubt in your heart, and that has led you to victory. My beloved child, your victory is not the result of luck or chance. It is the result of faithfulness, perseverance, and unwavering faith. You've fought battles that no one knew about, prayed prayers that no one heard, and shed tears that only I saw. But I want you to know, I saw it all. I have recorded every effort, every sacrifice, and every act of faith you made. Never forget that your true strength does not lie in your own abilities, but in your choice to remain in me. When you abide in me, and I in you, you will find that nothing in this world can shake you. Though challenges may come, though storms may rise, you will always stand firm on the foundation of faith and love that I have placed within your heart. My child, lift your head high and move forward with confidence and hope. You have overcome a difficult journey, and now you are stepping into a new season, a season of restoration, of blessings, and of the revelation of my glory in your life. You have proven to be strong, resilient, and full of trust in me. And now you will witness me working in your life in ways you have never imagined. You have overcome a great challenge, and that is something to be proud of. But my child, understand that this is not the end of the trials on the path I have set before you. No, this is not the final stop, but a milestone marking your growth and readiness for a new season. A phase where you will be called to take on greater responsibilities and face higher missions. This life is a journey in constant motion, and each challenge you overcome is merely a stepping stone preparing you for the greater things that await ahead. As you enter this new season, I will lead you to places you never thought you could reach. I will open doors you never dared to dream of. But along with that, new challenges and new responsibilities will arise, for with every step forward, you will need to face higher levels of growth and patience. My child, the enemy will not cease to find ways to distract you from the purpose I have set for you. It will continue to whisper lies into your ears, trying to sow doubt in your heart, making you believe that you are not good enough, not strong enough to continue this journey. It will remind you of your past failures, attempting to convince you that the successes you have just achieved are merely temporary luck. But I tell you, you are fully equipped to face the schemes of the enemy. Every lesson you have learned through recent trials is not just a simple experience, but precious pieces of armor that I have forged for you. It is the armor that will protect you in the battles to come. It is the wisdom that will help you recognize the traps the enemy sets. It is the perseverance that will keep you from falling before new challenges. You are no longer the person you were yesterday. You have grown, become stronger, and are ready to step into greater battles with unwavering confidence and faith. Remember, every challenge you face is not a punishment, but an opportunity to draw closer to the person I destined you to become. I do not lead you into trials to see you fall, but to show you that your true strength does not come from yourself, but from me, the one who created and loved you from the beginning of time. When you place your trust in me, nothing in this world can shake you. You will face greater responsibilities, but do not let that make you afraid. I will never entrust you with something you cannot carry. I know your strength and your limits, and I will always be by your side, guiding you every step of the way on this new path. No matter how great the challenges are, I have already prepared you with enough strength and wisdom to overcome them. Believe that I am leading you to better things, to greater blessings than you have ever imagined. Remember the story of Joseph in the Bible, who was sold into slavery by his own brothers and endured years of suffering and imprisonment. Yet Joseph never abandoned his faith in me. It was those very trials that refined him, preparing him for the day I elevated him to be the governor of Egypt. Without those difficult years, Joseph would never have possessed the wisdom and humility needed to lead and save his people. In the same way, the trials you have faced and will face are all part of the preparation for the mission I have placed upon your life. My beloved child, do not let doubt or fear hinder your steps. Every step you take in faith toward me will open doors of blessings you have never seen before. Let your patience and faithfulness be the guiding light for others who are lost. You are not only fighting for yourself, but you are also a source of inspiration and hope for those around you. You will encounter new challenges, but remember, I have given you my Holy Spirit to guide and uphold you. I will never leave you alone on this journey. When you feel weary, come to me, and I will renew your strength. When you feel lost, listen for my voice, and I will show you the way you should go. I am your fortress, your safe refuge in every storm. I understand every deepest longing in your heart. I know the desires you cherish, the dreams you have nurtured through the years, and the burdens you have laid before my throne in moments of loneliness and despair. I see it all, hear it all, and hold it all in my heart, because you are more precious to me than anything else in this world. You have asked me for good things, and I hear every prayer. Some of those prayers, my child, are about to be answered in ways you never imagined. When you see them come to pass, you will find no words to describe the wonder and grace I have prepared for you. I will open doors you thought were forever closed. I will bring opportunities you never expected, and you will know that it is my hand working in your life. But, my beloved child, I also know that some of your prayers will not be answered immediately. It is not because I do not hear, or because I do not care about those desires, but because certain things need more preparation before they can appear in your life. Some prayers require time for you to grow, for you to be ready to receive the blessings you are asking for, and there are things I need to align in the circumstances around you. so that everything unfolds at the right time, in the right place, and in the best way for you. You may not understand why things are unfolding more slowly than you hoped. You may feel tired of waiting, or even doubt that I have forgotten your prayers. But my child, I never forget. Every request you bring before me is carefully remembered, and I am working behind the scenes to arrange everything in the most perfect way. I never delay just to test your patience, but because I know exactly the best time for your desires to come true. Remember, my timing is not the same as yours. I see the entire picture while you can only see a small part. There are things that, if they came earlier, might not bring the blessings you expect. They could become burdens instead of gifts, if you are not ready to receive them. My beloved child, trust in me. My timing is perfect, and I withhold no good thing from those who live uprightly and trust in me. When you place your faith in me, you will see that what I have prepared for you always exceeds what you could imagine. I do not only meet your needs, but I also bless you with things far better than what you think you need. For I know your heart. I know what will bring you lasting joy and peace. Look back on the journey you've walked. How many times did you think you had reached a dead end, believing there was no way forward? But then I opened a new path. How many times did you feel disappointed when a door closed, only to realize later that it was my way of protecting you from harm? Every time you look back, you will see that I have never left your side. And every delay, every challenge had a purpose: to prepare you for something better. Keep your faith strong, even when you cannot clearly see the path ahead. I am working in every small detail of your life. I am laying the foundation stones for your future, a future filled with hope and blessings. Each day you patiently wait on me is not a wasted day, but a day drawing you closer to the fulfillment of the promises I have given you. My beloved child, do not let delays cause you to doubt my love and my plans. Every moment I delay is not to punish or test you, but to ensure that when the blessings come, you are ready to receive them with complete joy and gratitude. Let this waiting be an opportunity for you to deepen your faith, to learn how to trust me not only when everything is going well, but even when you don't understand why things are happening as they are. My beloved child, I am opening new doors before you. Doors that are not just symbols of opportunity, but are also testimonies of restoration and divine grace that I have for you. You may feel that you are not good enough, that you do not deserve to walk through these doors. But listen to my words. Your worthiness is not the reason I have chosen you. It is my grace that has found you, lifted you up, and placed you in this position. I have chosen you, set you apart, and anointed you, not because of what you have done, but because of my unconditional love and the good plans I have destined for you. You have walked through days of trials, seasons of dryness when you felt lost in the desert of life. But now, I am bringing you into a new season, where opportunities will come like showers refreshing your soul. Doors that once seemed tightly closed will now open before your eyes, not because you have become perfect enough to deserve them, but because I have gone before you to clear the way, to prepare everything for you to enter. Every step you take in this season is not by chance, but is guided by me, marked by my grace and faithfulness in your life. My beloved child, as you step into this season, I want you to remember that the blessings I give are not just for you. They are not merely rewards for what you have endured, but they are instruments for you to glorify my name and shine my light in the world. The good things you will receive are not just to satisfy your personal desires, but so that you may become a light to those walking in darkness. I want your life to be a living testimony of my love, faithfulness, and grace. But my child, I must warn you of this. Do not let pride or complacency take root in your heart. When blessings come, when success knocks at your door, it becomes easy to forget the source of all these good things. Pride will whisper in your ear that it was by your own strength that you achieved these things. Complacency will make you think you no longer need me, that you can walk your path without my guidance. But, my child, remember that every blessing you receive comes from me. It is I who gave you strength when you were weak, who opened doors when you thought every way was blocked. If you let pride take hold of your heart, you will lose connection with the true source of strength and wisdom. Pride not only distances you from me, but it also blinds you to the traps the enemy sets along your path. Guard your heart carefully, my beloved child. Do not let anything shake your faith and loyalty to me. Root yourself deeply in my word, for it is the only source of strength and guidance that can keep you standing firm amid life's storms. When you take time to meditate on and live according to my word, you will always be reminded that all you have is not because of your own efforts, but because of my grace and boundless mercy. Look to the stories in the Bible and see how pride can cause people to fall quickly. King Solomon, who was granted exceptional wisdom and wealth, began with a humble heart and a desire to please me, but as his wealth and power increased, he let his heart drift away from me, chasing after idols and worldly desires. As a result, his kingdom was divided, and the peace I had granted him was taken away. In contrast, look at the life of David, who, despite his mistakes and failures, always returned to me with a repentant and humble heart. It was this humility that kept him under my protection and blessings. David never forgot that his strength and success did not come from himself, but from me, the one who chose and anointed him when he was still a shepherd boy. My beloved child, you are stepping into a new season with opportunities and blessings you have never seen before. But remember, with every blessing comes responsibility. I bless you not just for your enjoyment, but so you may use these blessings to help others, to serve my kingdom, and to glorify my name in the world. When you use your blessings wisely and with a grateful heart, I will continue to pour out abundantly more than you can imagine. Do not hesitate to step into this new season with trust and courage. I have gone before you to prepare everything. Every door that opens is a sign that I am at work in your life. But at the same time, always keep your heart humble and alert. Do not let anything make you forget the one who brought you here. Remember, you are not just a receiver of blessings, but you are also the bearer of my light to the world. Let your heart always be filled with gratitude. Every day you wake up, offer thanks to me for the blessings you have and for those you are yet to receive. Remember, gratitude is the key that keeps you humble and connected to me. When you are thankful, you will never forget that every good thing comes from me. You will always see my hand in every moment of your life, and that will keep you walking the path I have set before you. My child, I trust in you. I know you have a heart that is willing and faithful to glorify me through the blessings I have given you. I will always be by your side, guiding you every step of this new journey. As you keep your heart humble and steadfast, nothing in this world can hinder you from receiving the fullness of the beautiful plans I have prepared for you. I feel the worries and doubts you are carrying in your heart. I know that when you stand at the threshold of the unknown, fear and uncertainty can easily creep into your mind. The uncertainties, the steps you've never taken, and the paths you've yet to explore may make you feel unsteady and anxious. But remember, you are not alone on this journey. I, who created the heavens and the earth, and who formed you with my loving hands, hold your future in the palm of my hand. Do not fear the unknown, my child. For the things you cannot see, I have already seen. The paths you have not yet walked, I have gone before you and cleared the way. The challenges you fear, I have prepared you with the strength to overcome them. I am your God, the one who not only sees the future, but controls it. Nothing happens outside of my plan and the love I have for you. Even when you cannot understand why things unfold the way they do, trust that I am working all things together for your good. My beloved, trust in me with all your heart. Do not let your limited understanding restrict your faith in me. Your wisdom may take you part of the way, but it is my guidance that will bring you to where you need to be. When you rely on your own understanding, you will feel the burden grow heavy and the road become rough. But when you place your trust fully in me, that burden will become light, and the path will be made straight. Acknowledge me in all your ways, not just when you face trials, but also when you stand at the height of success. Not only when you feel lost, but even when you think you have all the answers. I desire to walk with you in every moment of your life, in every decision, every choice, and every step you take. When you seek me in all circumstances, you will see my hand guiding you clearly and powerfully. I will make your paths straight. This doesn't mean you won't encounter difficulties or challenges, but I promise that you will have the strength and wisdom to overcome them. I will open the doors that need to be opened and close those that do not lead to the purpose I have destined for you. Every step you take will be guided by my light, and every challenge you face will become an opportunity for you to grow in faith and maturity. Remember, the unknown is not your enemy. It is an opportunity for you to experience my faithfulness and power more deeply. When you face uncertainty, see it as my invitation for you to step out of your comfort zone and trust completely in my guidance. It is in the moments when you feel the weakest that I will become your greatest strength. It is when you don't know where to go that I will show you the way. My beloved child, when you stand before trials, you may have asked yourself, why is this happening to me? Perhaps your heart is filled with unanswered questions, emotions that are hard to understand, leaving you confused and doubtful. But today, I want you to know that every challenge you are facing is not by chance, nor is it a punishment. They are part of the grand plan I have for your life. A plan designed to refine your faith, strengthen your growth, and lead you toward the ultimate purpose I have set for you. My beloved child, remember that you are not the first to walk through the fires of testing. From the earliest days of humanity, those who were faithful to me have endured great trials so that their faith could be refined and made stronger. Think of the Apostle Paul, who endured countless hardships, beatings, imprisonment, shipwrecks, and betrayal. Yet through it all, Paul wrote, "I can do all things through him who gives me strength." He did not let trials break him, but saw them as opportunities to experience my love and power more deeply. It was his perseverance and unwavering faith that made him one of the greatest apostles, spreading the gospel far and wide. My beloved child, when you look at those who have gone before you, you will see that they were not people more special than you. They were simply individuals who chose to trust me, even when everything around them seemed to fall apart. They chose to place their faith in me rather than rely on their circumstances, and because of that, they were lifted up and used to fulfill the higher purposes I had planned. So, my child, when you face trials, Remember that they are a sign that I am at work within you. Do not be discouraged when you feel overwhelmed by challenges, for I will never allow you to face anything that you cannot overcome with me by your side. Every trial is an opportunity for you to learn, grow, and step closer to the purpose I have destined for your life. Remain faithful, even if you must pass through fire or flood. I will not let you be burned or swept away. I am the one who guards you in all circumstances. And when you overcome, you will look back and see that in those hardest moments, you grew the most, became the strongest, and drew closest to me. My beloved child, when you pause and look back on the journey you've traveled, I invite you to reflect on every step you've taken along that path. You may remember days filled with trials, moments when you felt like you could not go on, times when you collapsed in tears and doubt. But my child, it was in those very moments of seeming weakness that I saw you at your strongest. Because instead of giving up, you chose to rise. Instead of turning away from me, you returned to seek me. What have you learned through the trials I allowed in your life? Perhaps you've realized that true strength does not come from what you can do on your own, but from complete dependence on me. Perhaps you've understood that patience is not waiting in frustration, but learning to trust in my perfect timing. Maybe you've seen that in the silence, when you thought I wasn't listening to your prayers, that was when I was quietly at work, preparing something better for you than you could ever imagine. How has your faith grown, my child? Perhaps in the beginning, your faith was but a fragile spark of hope, a silent prayer whispered into the darkness. Yet with each trial, each moment you chose to trust even when you could not see the path ahead, that faith has blossomed. Like a small seed sown into the earth, nourished by rain and sunlight, it has rooted deeper, stretched higher, and become a steadfast tree amidst the storms. Your faith no longer depends on the circumstances around you. It is built upon my unwavering faithfulness and unchanging love for you. How deep has your relationship with me become? Do you remember the times when you felt alone, when those around you seemed unable to grasp the depth of the pain you were enduring? It was in those moments that you sought me, not as a distant creator, but as a close father, the one who listens and comforts you. You have learned that I am not only present in your triumphs and joys, but I am also the one who wipes away your tears, lifts you when you fall, and whispers into your ear, "You are not alone." My beloved child, the lessons you have gained from this journey are the most precious treasures no one can ever take from you. They are not material things that fade with time, but are lessons etched into your soul, experiences that have enriched your faith and deepened your loyalty to me. These treasures will walk with you into the next season of your life, becoming the firm foundation upon which every step you take will stand. I am proud of you, my child. I see your perseverance, every time you fell and stood back up, every moment you wrestled with fear and still chose to believe. Even if your faith is as small as a mustard seed, I tell you this, that is enough. With just that little faith, I can accomplish great things in your life. I will use that faith to move the mountains in your path, to open doors that seemed impossible, and to perform miracles beyond your understanding. Never underestimate the power of simple faith. I do not seek perfection in you. I seek a heart willing to trust me even when everything around you seems to fall apart. It is in your weakness that I will reveal my strength. It is when you admit you cannot do it alone that I will step in and do it with you. My beloved child, I want you to understand that this journey is not over. What you have experienced is only the beginning of the greater things I have prepared for you. Every challenge you have overcome has laid the bricks for the road ahead. You have been refined in the fire of trials, and now you are stronger than ever to face new opportunities and challenges. You will encounter other mountains on your journey, but you will no longer face them with fear. For you know that the one who helped you conquer the mountains of the past is still with you. I will continue to guide you, granting you wisdom and strength to move forward. Whatever challenges you face, remember that I am the one who never changes, and my love for you is eternal. Hold these treasures in your heart, my faithfulness, the power of faith, and the hope that every trial has a purpose. Let these be your source of strength in the days to come. When you face difficulties, remember the times I rescued you. When you feel weak, remember that I gave you strength to overcome. And when you feel lost, remember that I am always the light guiding your way. My beloved child, I am not only proud of you for what you have done, but I am proud of you simply because you are you. You are the marvelous creation I have fashioned, cherished and precious in my eyes. There is nothing you can do to make me love you more, and there is nothing you can fail at that would make me love you less. My love for you does not depend on your successes or failures. It is grounded in the truth that you are my child, and I am your father. Step into this new season with courage and confidence, my child. Know that every challenge you have faced is not only a testament to your strength, but also a reminder that I have always walked alongside you. You are not just a survivor of trials. You are a conqueror, a warrior in my kingdom. And I will continue to be with you, guiding you through every season of life. My child, always remember that your faith, no matter how small, is enough for me to perform miracles. Hold tightly to that faith, nourish it with my word, and let it become the light that illuminates the path ahead. For with me nothing is impossible, and for you, who have chosen to trust in me, no mountain is too high, no challenge too difficult. I love you, my beloved child, and I am always proud of you. My beloved child, the trials you are bearing today are neither meaningless nor random. They are not merely obstacles on your journey. They are the sturdy bricks building the foundation of your living testimony for the future. You may not see it right now, when your heart feels heavy and your mind is clouded with unanswered questions, but the day will come when you look back and realize that in the darkest moments, I was the closest to you. Imagine one day you will recount this journey with profound gratitude. You will remember the difficult days when it felt as though every door had closed, when you didn't know how to take the next step. But then you will recognize that I opened other doors, doors you didn't even know existed. I didn't just carry you through the storms. I made you stronger with each challenge. I provided for you in times of need, lifted you when you fell, and shone light on your path when darkness surrounded you. My beloved child, I am the faithful one. I will never abandon you halfway. I have begun a good work in you, and I will see it through to completion. Every step you take, every time you choose to place your trust in me, is part of the journey leading to the fulfillment I have destined for you. You are not an unfinished project left incomplete. You are a masterpiece in my hands, and I never abandon my work. Remember my promise in the scriptures, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Do not let your current trials make you doubt this. I have seen the end of your journey, even when you had just begun. I know the victories that await you, and I know you will not only overcome, but will triumph gloriously. So, my beloved child, I call you to stand firm in faith. Declare your trust in me. even when circumstances seem to rise against you. Offer me your complete surrender, knowing that I am the one who holds everything in control. When you release your grip and entrust all your burdens to me, you will find a freedom and peace that nothing in this world can give you. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back from moving forward. The trials you face today are temporary, but my promises are eternal. You are not defined by failures or hardships, but by my unchanging love and power in your life. I see the potential and strength within you that you have yet to recognize. I have equipped you with everything you need to overcome this challenge and every challenge that lies ahead. Let your heart resound with gratitude, even before you see the answers. Let your lips speak words of praise, even as you stand in the midst of the storm. For when you choose to praise me in adversity, you are expressing a powerful faith that I will act. And I promise you, I will not let that faith be in vain. My beloved child, remember that these trials are not only to refine you, but also to be a testimony to others. There are those watching your journey who will be encouraged by how you face difficulties. Your testimony will become a light to those walking in darkness, a source of hope for those feeling hopeless. Your life will be living proof of my faithfulness and power. I know there will be moments when you feel weary and want to give up, but remember, you are not walking alone. I am always with you, holding your hand and guiding you step by step. When you are weak, I will strengthen you. When you are lost, I will show you the way. When you feel lonely, know that I am closer than you realize. You only need to call out, and I will answer. Let your heart overflow with hope, my child, for what I have begun in you is not merely a temporary work, but a journey leading to fullness and glory. I never fail in my promises, and I will not fail in your life. No matter how you feel right now, your future is being written by my hand, filled with goodness beyond your imagination. Be strong, my beloved child. Let your faith be the flame that lights the path ahead. Know that each trial is an opportunity for you to draw nearer to me, to see more clearly my unchanging power and love. And as you step into a new season, carry with you the lessons, the memories of my faithfulness, and a heart deeply grateful for all I have done and will continue to do in your life. You are not merely a survivor of trials, but a victor, set apart for purposes greater than you can imagine. Trust in this. Live with the conviction that I am working in and through you, and be ready to share your story, the story of my faithfulness, love, and power with the world. I love you, my beloved child, and I am prouder of you than you can comprehend. Keep walking with me and watch as I transform your life into a magnificent symphony of faith and victory. My beloved child, come quietly into my presence with an open and humble heart. Let every worry, burden, and fear melt away as you draw near to me. In this moment, nothing is more important than connecting with me, the one who loves you unconditionally and knows every beat of your heart. Begin with gratitude, my child. Say, "Dear Father, I thank you for the breath in my lungs, for every moment you grant me to live and experience your love. I know that whether I walk through the darkest valleys or stand atop glorious heights, you are always with me, never leaving my side. After giving thanks, come to me in surrender. Say, Father, I offer you my heart, my thoughts, and my life. Please cleanse me of doubt and fear. I surrender all that I have tried to control and place everything back into your hands. I know that your will is good and perfect, far beyond anything I could ever imagine. Now, present your needs, the pains in your heart, without hiding anything. Pray. Father, I am facing great challenges that I don't know how to overcome. There are days I feel lost and exhausted, but I know you are my source of strength, my refuge in times of trouble. Please grant me wisdom to make the right decisions and peace so that I may stand firm amidst life's storms. Offer a prayer for humility and gratitude. Lord, when you bless me and open new doors, please keep me humble and grateful. Help me remember that every good thing comes from you, and that I am unworthy of these blessings apart from your grace. Let me live as a vessel carrying your light and love, so that others may see your goodness through my life. Offer a prayer for strength and perseverance. Lord, when I feel tired and weak, please grant me strength from you. I know I cannot overcome trials by my own power, but through you I can do all things. Help me persevere and not give up, knowing that in due season I will reap what you have promised. Offer a prayer for wisdom and guidance. Lord, as I face decisions and challenges, I ask that you grant me wisdom from above. Lead me through the crossroads of life and help me discern your will. Let me hear your voice and walk in your guidance, so that every action I take brings glory to your name. Offer a prayer for steadfastness in trials. Dear Father, I thank you for the trials you have placed before me. Even though I don't understand everything, I believe that every challenge is an opportunity for me to be refined and to grow in faith. Please give me strength to stand firm, perseverance to not lose heart, and eyes of faith to see your hand guiding me through each step. I know you are using everything for my good. Offer a prayer for peace in trials. Lord, I ask you to grant me peace that surpasses all understanding. When I face trials and uncertainties, please guard my heart and mind in your peace. I know that you are in control of all things, and nothing happens outside of your good and perfect will. Help me to rest in your love and protection every day. Intercede for those around you, those you love, and even those you struggle to forgive. Say, Father, I ask you to touch the lives of my family, my friends, and even those I cannot understand. Please heal the wounds in their hearts and give them light and hope. I lift up to you even those who have hurt me. Help me to forgive as you have forgiven me. Soften my heart that I may love them and see them through your gracious eyes. Finally, offer me praise and trust in my plan for you. Declare, loving Father, I know you are at work even when I cannot see it. I trust in your timing and your plan because you are faithful and never break your promises. I praise you for all you have done, all you are doing, and all you will continue to do in my life. May your name be glorified in everything I say and do. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. If you love the Lord, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any meaningful and life-giving messages from God. Together, we will grow in faith and live a fulfilled life in His love. Amen.